What's up, guys? Coach Jeremiah here from Case-Specific Athletics at the Case-Specific Wellness Center. I want to put a quick video together for you guys. We're here in Pennsylvania, in Pittsburgh. We have just come out of this secondary lockdown or secondary shutdown where fitness centers and similar establishments were kind of told they had to close it down, not let anyone in for a little while. So now that that's opened back up, there's going to be a lot of people getting right back into the weight room. We've been doing body weight squats, push-ups, all this stuff for months now, and I know everybody's itching to get some iron in their hands and really get after it. So I want to put this quick video together just to give a couple of different training suggestions for how we can make sure that as we get back into the weight room and we start lifting weights again, we're doing it in a safe and effective way. So I'm going to go over some slow eccentric stuff. For those of you who aren't familiar with our meathead terms, that is like slow negative, right? So whenever the weight is going down towards the ground is how I like to describe it to people. We're going to slow that portion of the rep down. We're going to throw in some isometric holds, whether that's on the concentric or the eccentric. You'll see what I mean here in a minute. And just similar tactics like that, again, just to ensure that we are avoiding injury and having a happy and healthy reintroduction to the sport and the activity that we all love, that is lifting all this heavy weight. So I'm going to cut this part off where I'm up close to the camera talking to all you guys, and I'm actually going to show you some movements here, so stay tuned. This isn't the end-all be-all of what your training is or should be. It's absolutely shouldn't. I want you to add other movements in, but this is just kind of some basic fundamental movement patterns and my suggested adaptations for it to make sure that you're training safe and smart. So stay tuned. Here come the movements. All right, guys, so like I said, obviously we're all eager to get back into actually doing some heavy weight training, and I know every bro watching this video is ready to get back under a bar and bench press. So the same principles I'm going to show you here apply, but this is going to be a dumbbell press. The reason I'm going to go with the dumbbell press is it's going to work your stabilizer muscles in your shoulders a little bit more than the fixed barbell. So I think it's going to activate more muscle groups and more muscle than a regular barbell would, which I think makes it a better introduction or reintroduction into some weight training. So I'm going to get on my heavy demonstration weights here, my purple 2-pound dumbbells. I'm going to kick back into my dumbbell press. You can see the knee lift there for your heavy weights like these, so we're not hurting ourselves. So something to keep in mind when bench press. Shoulder blades staying tucked down onto the bench, right? So I'm squeezing my shoulder blades together and thinking I'm going to pull them down towards my butt. So that's all tight. I create a nice solid foundation in my back. And so now what we're going to do here is a slow eccentric. So I'm just going to keep those dumbbells or that bar nice and slow and controlled on the way down. When I get to that bottom point, even slightly above my chest or just barely touching it, I might add a pause here for a few seconds. Now, I tend to coach people that your concentric is always going to be fast, so I'm going to pop back up quick with those. But this eccentric portion here, I want to keep nice and slow and controlled, as well as this iso hold here at the bottom before pressing back up to the top. Now, why might we do that? What that's going to do is make the lighter weights than what you maybe can do, right? So if I'm a 100-pound dumbbell presser, maybe I start with 75s or 80s, and I keep them a little bit slower and a little bit more controlled, which is just going to allow my body and my muscles a little bit more time under tension, or under the tension of that weight. That we increase that gives us a training effect similar, comparable to if you were using heavy weight. It's not necessarily the same training goal, but again, we don't want to rush back into the gym, rush back into heavy weights, and blow our shoulders out right off the bat. So we're going to keep those a little bit slower and controlled, and maybe just for a week, maybe for 2 weeks, maybe a month even, just giving us a slower reintroduction. That's a personal preference for you. That is a dumbbell press. Normally I'd cut the video off, but we're already in it deep. Why don't we just keep it on while I make the adjustments here? So for this, we're going to do just a face down dumbbell row. My head's off the camera. What an idiot. Now this could be a machine row, it could be a cable row, any of the above. This is just the easiest way for me to demonstrate it on the camera here. So I have my dumbbells, I'm holding them down, my toes are planted on the floor, holding me in place, and I'm gonna drive my shoulder blades together and follow right through with my elbows. At the top of this position, I'm keeping my shoulders pulled back. I'm not letting them round forward. So shoulders are back, I'm squeezing my upper back here, and I might do a 2 or 3 second hold here on that isometric, just to get a lot of tension in that upper back, and then again, that negative, that eccentric, I'm gonna control it down nice and slow. So again, shoulder blades come together, elbows follow through. I'm squeezing my upper back. Hold 2-3 seconds. Nice and slow, controlled movement back down. So again, just creating that time under tension, not necessarily overloading those muscles and potentially injuring something our first day or first week back. Those are a couple upper body movements. That's a push and a pull. I suppose we'll demonstrate a barbell squat next because some weirdos out there do actually enjoy leg day. So I'm gonna cut the video off, but then we'll jump back into the squats. All right, I'm a little bit of a liar because I told you guys I was gonna barbell squat, and then I abruptly remembered that I have a shoulder injury, not from lifting, it's from skiing, that I can't put my arm back there without excruciating pain. So instead, I'm gonna demonstrate it with a dumbbell goblet squat, just because that doesn't hurt me. But we've talked a little bit about our slow eccentrics, our isometrics. It's gonna be the same thing here on our squat. So I'm holding that dumbbell against my chest or the bar on my back or my deadlift, whatever, and I'm gonna kick my butt back, sit straight down, nice and slow and under control. I might add a pause here at the bottom for a few seconds, drive up, squeeze my butt. Again, nice and slow, control down. Sometimes I like to torment people, do that for 4, 5, 6 seconds, drive back up after that hold. So again, I'm just suggesting slowing down these movements on the eccentric in particular, adding some holds in there, because I think if you go to any normal gym, you're gonna see people just pumping weight out, real quick reps, sloppy. Let's get back into weight training carefully so that we can weight train for a long time with more weight and have more fun and get after it. That's pretty much it for this video. I don't think I have anything else to say to you guys. Hope you enjoy this. Hope you like the suggestions. And drop a comment, drop a like, subscribe, follow, whatever social media platform that you're on. Do that thing. And we'll talk to you guys soon.